Alright, so we've got the pike. Other videos showed how to clean it. We're going to show how to debone these fish. The big thing is the Y bones in pike. And a lot of people have difficulty finding those or getting them out. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start taking out the rib bones. Those are pretty straightforward. Most people know how to take them out. You just run along the top of those and then just kind of get up underneath. A longer blade knife works pretty well for this. You can kind of feel the bones up inside there. The ribs don't go down all the way. You only have to go down to about here, and you can actually feel where they terminate, where they end right here. Okay, so you're going to go up underneath. Like that. And that all comes off right like this. Okay, so that's all bone. There's no bones left here. This is all the ribs are gone. And you'll see there's nothing left in there. Okay, so that'll be trash. We'll put that here for now. Alright, then if you come and look real close, you'll see there's white dots here. These are the Y bones sticking out, and you can kind of see them all along here. As you scrape along, you can kind of see them in a row. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to come just above that on the back side. You want to go down just a little bit, and you'll actually feel your knife run into the bones. And so you run that all the way along, just a nice straight line like this. And as you run your finger inside there, you can actually feel them. Don't go down too far, just go nice and gentle. I'm only going in on this fish, maybe a quarter inch at the most. Like that. Okay, so you got that cut down, and you can feel the bones all along here. Then you take your knife and you actually come along the top, like this. And you can see the bones laying in here, right here. You can hear that with your knife. Those are the bones. So we're going to take this piece off here, and you do that all along. You want a nice soft knife, a flexible knife, so you can actually feel the bones as you're cutting, so you don't cut through them, you cut along them, right? As you get to the tail, the bones don't extend up towards the back quite as far, they go more down. But you just take your time, and up about, they terminate about here, the Y bones. The little tail piece doesn't have anything in it. Okay? So I leave that attached. You can cut it off if you like. I just leave it attached so it's all one piece. It's a little bit easier. Okay? So we've got the bones laying here. We've got these white dots here. The rib bones came off, and you can see where the lateral line is right here. So you come in underneath the lateral line, and you just cut like that, and you come up right underneath these bones here. Okay. Again, here you're going to be angling your blade up a little bit. If you get close here, you can see the end of the bones right here. These are the bones. Okay, so you can see where they end. So as you come up underneath, you can feel them. You don't want to come up too fast or too quickly, or you'll cut them off and you'll have these little end pieces that'll be left in the fillet. So just use your knife to feel it, and you'll feel them as you come up underneath them. I've seen lots of other ways the guys fillet fish, and they debone them as they fillet them. What I find with a lot of those methods is you leave a lot of fish behind. So here, get up into the tail here and just finish this off. And usually you can just kind of grab it at the end and then like that. So this is the bones, the Y bones. So this is all bone here, and then there's a Y shape. There's a bone that sits this way and a bone that sits this way, and so it's a Y. So the only meat you lose is the little bit of row of meat that's in between those two Y bones like that, which I guess you lose a little bit, but it's not as much as a lot of the other ones that I see. So, and then this piece is all completely deboned. So it's good to go. Freeze it, cook it, whatever you want to do with it. Alright? The other side is the same thing, just you're changing your angle so you're cutting away from you rather than cutting towards you. So this one, I forgot to mention, once you clean your pike, if you throw it, or any fish for that matter, when you want to debone it, if you put it in the fridge for a couple hours, the flesh just firms up a little bit. It makes it a little bit easier to do the cuts. If you try and clean it right away or debone it right after cleaning, the flesh is a little bit softer and you're going to get more tearing and less cutting. So here we'll do this one maybe a little bit faster than the last one. When you're practiced up, you can do these pretty quick. It doesn't take long. Okay, so ribs are out. Clean this up. I turn the fillet like this. Again, you can see the white row right there. So I'll start about here. Alright, and then up here under that lateral line, like I said earlier, run up, and you can see the knife kind of coming up underneath those bones. You can also feel them with your finger. You'll see I often feel this just to kind of make sure I haven't missed anything. Tear that off. And run your finger and you can kind of feel if you've missed anything. In this case I haven't. So that's it, that's done. Sometimes I'll take this and just kind of clean this up a little bit to this belly meat. There you go, all done.